Welcome to Stormwater Drainage Solutions. In this video, we're going to be talking about why it is crucial to make sure there are no bellies or backflows in your drainage line before you bury it up. Now, a belly in a pipe, simply defined, is anywhere where the pipe sags down and then comes back up. What this causes is for water to lose its velocity, and any debris and sediment that water is carrying will drop in that belly and it will settle at the bottom. Over time, this creates obstructions and clogs in your pipe, rendering it useless. Now, bellies are a lot more common in corrugated systems opposed to PVC systems. They're also more common in dual wall systems because dual wall has flex to it. Now you can see here, Miguel is checking the level on our pipe because we are going around a large curve here. On this particular install, we are installing a 6-inch extra heavy duty corrugated system. Now, if you watch our channel, you know we install corrugated, PVC, dual wall, triple wall. We don't discriminate, we install it all. We determine the pipe type based on the application and the client's budget. Now you can see here, I'm down in the trench with the camera and that pipe is perfectly straight. You do not see any sags, you do not see any bellies in it. When you're digging your trench, you want to make sure that the bottom of that trench is flat. You do not want areas that are deeper than others because the pipe will take the shape of the trench, especially if you're laying corrugated pipe. If you're laying PVC pipe, what can happen is the PVC pipe is rigid, so it does not bend. So when you go over a belly, the pipe will look like it's correct and the level will read that it's correct. But when you start throwing dirt and material back on top of that pipe to bury it in, what can happen is the weight of that dirt will push the PVC pipe down into that belly. So it will form to the trench, and it will do this over time as well. So you need to make sure that the trench has a flat bottom. But as you can see, we walk through the entire trench with the level and we check and make sure there are no bellies and there's no areas that backflow. A backflow, simply put, is when the pipe is facing the wrong direction with the level. You want to make sure that the bubble is going the opposite direction of the way you want water to travel. If the bubble is going towards the direction that the water should be going, then that means you have a backflow and you need to fix that. So now I'm running the camera through the entire line here. That way you can see how straight it is and that it is not like a roller coaster in the ground. Now I've said this a few times in this video. With corrugated pipe, it is very easy to screw this up and to have it where it's like a roller coaster up and down in the ground. A lot of landscapers, a lot of handymen, DIYers that do not do this all the time, a lot of people make this mistake. You need to make sure that this pipe is laid properly. Corrugated pipe gets a terrible rep because of installation. As long as you install this pipe correctly and you have some slope to work with, you can get this pipe to drain out and not hold debris. Now, granted, I'm also not going to sit here and tell you that a corrugated pipe is far superior to a smooth interior pipe because the math doesn't lie. A smooth interior pipe is far superior than a corrugated pipe. So then why do we use corrugated pipe? Well, we use corrugated pipe for a few reasons. Now, the client's budget is a huge determining factor of that. Corrugated pipe is a lot cheaper, it is a lot more inexpensive, and it is easier to install because there are less joints. Now, at the end of the discharge here, we're going to be using a 9x9 hinged basin box. The way this is going to work is we're going to put it on the end of our 6-inch line. We're going to put stone underneath it with a layer of geotextile filter fabric to keep the stone from migrating into the surrounding soil. We're going to drill holes in the bottom of this box. That way, once the rain is done, the water can then leach down into the ground so that the box and the line do not hold any water. While the rain is happening and it's storming and there's a ton of water being pushed through that system, the water will come out of the top of that hinged basin box. Once the rain is done though, that's when it will slowly leach into the ground. That way your system doesn't hold any water. So corrugated pipe has its place in drainage, and so does PVC and dual wall and triple wall. They all have their place in drainage. Application, budget, and use determine the pipe. So we install every type of pipe because we find that in certain applications we prefer corrugated pipe, and in other applications we prefer PVC pipe. All right guys, so the message of this video is no matter what type of drainage pipe you decide to use for your yard drain, make sure that there are no bellies and no backflows anywhere in that pipe. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. It really supports us. It supports the channel. It helps out what we do. If you need yard drainage in the Tampa Bay area, whether it's French drains, downspout drains, channel drains, catch basins, give Stormwater Drainage Solutions a call at 813-614-3456. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video.